the color, but I left my lover. What an expensive fate.
Hi, welcome to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lydia, and if you're not new, thank you so much, boo, for coming back to my video today. So in today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be teaching you how to achieve this summer springtime friendly sunset glam using my palette in collaboration with Zickel Cosmetics. I also teach you how to play with colors, how to blend colors properly, tips and tricks on playing with colorful eyeshadow basically. So if you like to see that tutorial, please keep on watching. In case you end up enjoying, you know, very important, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me know that you enjoy this kind of content. And also, if you haven't already, kindly subscribe so you do not miss future uploads from me. Before we get into the video, I was thinking I wanted to be calling all you lovelies on here who support me butterflies. I wanted something more peculiar to us instead of boo. I know boo is like, oh, you're my boo, you really are my boo, you watching you're my boo, but I wanted to think of something like more peculiar to us, so I was thinking of butterflies. But I don't know if that's something everyone would like to be called. So if that's something you know, I want to know your thoughts. Let's just talk in the comment section down below, okay? Without further much talking, so guys, I know I look crazy, but it's currently 1 a.m. and I've been filming. Today is Sunday, so it's my filming day. I film videos back to back on Sunday. So I just wanted to show you guys how, like, I don't know if it will help someone, but I wanted to show you how I transform the look to get ready for another look. So instead of cleaning off the entire base, I'm just going to go ahead and set it up and make it even pop more, because it's a bit worn out because I've done like 2 looks already with this same base. That also helps you manage foundation and helps you manage your products. Yes, I still manage my product. I kind of like to be efficient with my makeup, and also because it helps reduce breakouts, because when you keep washing your face consistently, you know, in a short period of time, you're really stripping the skin of a lot of like the barrier of the skin, protecting the skin, and just a lot of good stuff from the skin. So I try as much as possible not to, you know, allow all of this be an issue. So I'm just going to show you guys how I go ahead to transform this to get ready for the look. I'm going to speed through it, but I wanted to include this in case someone out there was, you know, thinking about this kind of thing and wondering how you could do it. I did a glitter eye for Instagram, like a really glitter eye, so I couldn't like clean off like gently. I had to clean off the whole entire circle. So I'm going to show you how I get that done, and also set all these smile lines and red. I already wiped off my lipstick and wiped off my eyes. I used the micellar water, the one for sensitive skin. That's the one I used. So to go into this, the first thing you're going to want to do is to go into a concealer. I like to use this one that is closer to my skin tone but not my highlight shade, because you know, before I put the highlighter underneath here, you also already put foundation. So if you just go in with your bright highlighter, it's going to look a bit too bright and it's going to look as if, no, it's not even, it's not the same layer. So I want to make sure this blends as seamlessly as possible into the pre-existing foundation. Just gently tap this, guys. Tarte Shape Tape Concealer has a lot of coverage, so it's perfect for this step. Like, this is literally what I only use it for. I'm going to go into another concealer. This one is from Huda Beauty. It's in the shade Peanut Butter, and this one too is not so bright. Like, it's not the brightest concealer out there for my skin shade, so you also want to keep that in mind. Don't just go into the bright one you normally would use. This one I'm focusing more on the inner corner. So for this next step, we're going to go into setting, and I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty Blondie. I'm just going to take just a bit of that, just a very tiny bit. You want to set first before you bake, just so you can avoid cracking. This brush is from Nuban Beauty. It's their NY33 brush. So to start off with eyeshadow, you want to go into a base. A base is going to make your eyeshadow stay on and give the eyeshadow something to stick to. You never want to do eyeshadow without having a base. I always use the P. Louise base, but you can pretty much use any color, any base you want. So this just makes the eyeshadow have something to stick to and also helps you for eyeshadow, of course, we'll be using my palette in collaboration with Zickel Cosmetics. I collaborated with Zickel Cosmetics, in case you didn't know, and we came out with this gorgeous palette. Mine is already like beaten up, but let me reduce the brightness so you can see it a bit better in case this is your first time here. So this is what the colors look like, a bit more true to color. We're going to go ahead and play with all the, you know, rainbow colors in here. So for the first step, we're going to go into umber. You just want to go ahead and stamp it into that base. That's how you're going to get maximum coverage. I'm using a shader brush. It's very like tiny and packed. That way you get the maximum payoff with this eyeshadow. Depending on how more or how less you want the eyeshadow to be pigmented, you can actually build the pigment or reduce it. So you can make this less pigmented than this, or you can make it more depending on what you want. To blend it out, I'm going to go into amber. Amber is another like lighter burnt orange shade. Like, it's really pretty and it's really good for transition colors as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and put amber in my, I'm going to use amber to blend out that umber shade. I'm going to go back into umber and I'm just going to add some more, just because I feel like while blending out the amber I lost some of that color. The next shade we're going to be stamping in is Isoken, which is a brown shade. I just want something darker in my crease. I don't want it to overpower the umber. And the trick to having like eyeshadow that has depth is layering your colors. Don't be afraid to layer colors. 5-6 colors, don't be afraid. Just use them, like play with them, don't be scared of them. They are just eyeshadow at the end of the day, because that's what's going to give you that, like, you can see how that's taking that umber from like bright burnt orange to dark brown. This was to like a darker brown, so this is what I was going for. The next color we're going to go into now is Peace, and with that I'm using a fluffy brush. Peace is the burgundy shade. I'm using a fluffy brush for that. So to cut my crease, I'm going into P. Louise base in the shade 0.5. It's a whiter shade than the first one we used, and I'm just going to use that to cut my crease. Hey boo, this is a friendly reminder for you to please subscribe if you haven't already to my channel, and give this video a huge like. Let's get back to this tutorial. So now that we're done cutting the crease, I'm going to go ahead and use a flat brush, but it's still a bit fluffy, to just tap off the excess very light-handedly. You want to make sure you tap off the excess so that your eyeshadow does not crack, because I like the base to be tacky where it grabs onto the eyeshadow, but I don't want the base to be wet where the eyeshadow breaks apart after, you know, the base is dry. The eyeshadow is not elastic, so it will break apart. And then the first shade I'm going to go into is Regal. Regal is the dark blue in the palette, and because of how much I'm taking, there's definitely going to be fallout. So I'm going to go into the shade Gunu next, and I'm going to stamp that right there. Now I'm going to go into the red shade. Make sure you have a basic idea of like basic color theory, where you know what colors blend into what colors. They will make this whole process a lot easier. The red is actually my favorite red. It's cool toned and it's very pigmented. You know, there are some reds that look like oranges. This doesn't look that way. What we're going into is Esther, which is the orange shade. I'm going to go into yellow. Yellow is Sunrise. We want to lightly tap this on, just so that the eyeshadow is not patchy. Especially with this yellow, you want to go ahead and do that way. Now we're going to go ahead and start blending in. I'm going to go into yellow and orange to blend out right here. So just mixing them in the pan. Mixing them in the pan like this. I'm just tapping, just tap. Like these eyeshadows are powders. Don't be afraid to blend them into one another. Like we're going to mix the red shade Heart Eyes and Gono to blend out right here. You can see how the color kind of looks seamless. That is what you really want with this kind of sunrise or sunset look. You want to make sure that you blend them very well into each other. But to get maximum payoff with any eyeshadow, not just mine, you have to stamp on the colors first, and you have to have a sticky base going first too. Let's go in with Opwe to blend that out and see how it will go. Opwe is so pigmented. Okay, so we can make this work. Just place that there and keep tapping until they all blend out. So now that we have the eyes to this point, we're going to go ahead and define our crease. I want it to stand out, and I've shown this hack or tip in my last tutorial. You can see how that has defined my cut crease a lot compared to this side. I really left it so that I can really show you what this step does. It makes your cut crease look like you're putting a lot more effort into it. So you can go in with black, you can go in with any color, but it has to be really dark so that it really accentuates the line of the cut. I don't want the eyes underneath the eyes to be super dramatic. I'm just going to go ahead and just line it only with black, and that's all. Is to blend out the concealer underneath here. Just still stamping, don't swipe it, just stamp it in, and that's all. For lashes, I'm using these ones from Sarah's Beauty line, Kayola Beauty. I'm super proud of her. Please support her, they're so beautiful. Like, the lashes are so beautiful. She has different styles. This one is in the style Mama. I just decided I wanted to add glitter, so before I pop on my lashes, I'm going to be using this glitter from Isoken. It's the gold glitter. I can't remember what the name is, but it's a yellow gold glitter. I have a whole tutorial, okay, where I teach you how to apply glitter in different ways. I'm going to link that somewhere on the screen, so please watch that if you have difficulties applying glitter. These lashes are bomb, okay, from Kayola Beauty. Do check her out and support her. I want to go ahead into Sunrise and a bit of Gilded and just use that to blend my inner corner more. I'm going to go into the Umber shade, and I'm going to use that as a bronzer for my face and also as a blush, sort of, because of that burnt orangey vibe it has. And for gloss, I'm going into this one from Kayola Beauty as well. It smells so good. I've been using this non-stop. This is like my new fave gloss, and this is the yellow gold one. She has like a pinkish one, a clear one. I'm not putting the gloss everywhere, just on the high point of my lips. To finish up this look, I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Setting Spray. Ooh, look at this makeup in this light though, like when I tone down my light. Oh, it looks so good. Back to regular lighting. Let's go ahead and change into my outfit, and I'll be right back. So my loves, that completes the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching me create it from start to finish, and I hope you learned a tip or two on, you know, working with colorful eyeshadow. Let me know if you'll be trying this look down below. Leave me a comment telling me so. And also if you have any more video requests, because this tutorial is someone's video request, so if you have any more video requests, be sure to leave them down below. I'd also like to know your thoughts about this video. You know, I always respond to your comments, okay? Like, we don't ignore over here. We like to chat with each other, so I'm always chilling in the comments waiting to hear back from you. So please leave a comment for me and use our butterfly signatory. If you can't find the butterfly in your emojis, that's fine, just leave a comment. It's all good that way too. Here are this week's notification gang members. Thank you so much for being the first 3 to come to my video last week. If you want to be amongst next week's notification gang, please leave a comment down below. Like, the first 3 comments are people that always make it to this list. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. Like, I love you so much. Thank you for watching up until this point. Like, it really does mean a whole lot to me. I'm going to see all you amazing lovelies in my next video. Till next time, bye. Mwah.